Hey friends, it's your girl Teresa with Spex Savvy. I'm here at home office, so I hope it doesn't get too loud in the background, but I wanted to talk to you today about polarized lenses. So let's jump right in. So over the last few videos, we've talked about different terms in the optical industry to help kind of just make it plain. So when you go into your doctor's office and when you go see your opticians or when you come see Spex Savvy, you have a better understanding of what the jargon means, what it all means, right? Okay, so we've gone over photochromic lenses that a lot of people can think of transitions, right? So photochromic are the lenses that darken and turn to sunglasses when exposed to ultraviolet light. As you can walk inside and outside, they lighten and darken. We've also talked about progressive lenses. Progressive lenses are the lenses that start as like your distance prescription at top, and then they progress down to your reading prescription, and those are also called no-line bifocals. And today we are talking about polarized sunglasses, polarized lenses. What are they, and do you need them? All right, let's talk about it. So a polarized technology was discovered in the 1800s. So scientists realized that light comes in all directions, but if you can direct light in one direction, it will cut the glare that you see, right? So surface glare. So think in your mind like Venetian blinds, the blinds you have at the house, right? When you open and shut the blinds, right? So because it's directing light in one direction, right, it is cutting the glare that we see. So those same filters are in the lenses in a polarized lens. Within the lens, there's filters that are allowing glare to be cut because it's directing light into one direction. And so when you have two pair, this is what's interesting, when you have two pair of polarized glasses, if you turn them on top of each other, cutting horizontal and vertical glare, they will black out. So let's see if I can get that to see how that is, where it's kind of clear and then it turns really dark there. That's because one is horizontal and one is vertical, blocking all light. But when I open it back up, it lightens back up. So that's what polarizing lenses do. Well, what's the history? So we know that scientists kind of came upon this idea that when you cut, well, they proved that when you cut light or direct it in one direction, that it cuts surface glare. Well, in the early 1900s, the Polaroid, the company Polaroid, they came up with the polarized filter and were the first company to create polarized lenses. That makes sense, right? That's their jam. They did everything camera, everything photo. They were the experts. So it makes sense that they were the ones who brought polarized lenses to market. So really, it became really popular amongst sports enthusiasts, outdoors enthusiasts, because cutting glare is a big deal. If you do anything on water, fishing, anything on water, being able to cut through that top surface glare to see clearly is important. Also, if you ski, if you anything you can think of that might cause glare. So they became really popular. Do you need them? Well, maybe. For instance, we live in the Midwest, so we get snow. If you live anywhere that gets snow and ice, black ice, having polarized lenses can be helpful because it will cut through that glare so that you see clearly what is in front of you. Think about rain, when it's raining and you have glare coming off of your windshield and all of that. Polarized lenses can help with that too. So there may be a reason that you need sunglasses that have polarized lenses. Let's remember that not all sunglasses are polarized, right? There's a dye tinting process where we can just tint a lens and make it darker so that it cuts light by just being darker. Or we can polarize it as well so that it also helps and cuts glare. Does that help? I hope it helps. I hope now you think polarized lenses means less glare, right? So they can be a lighter color like this, right? So it's not super, super dark. These are polarized. Or it can be a darker color and still be polarized. Okay, so polarized lenses may be important to you if you need to cut additional glare. If ice, snow, we never really consider that in the winter there's a lot of snow and ice. and that is a really important time to consider polarized lenses. All right, I hope you feel like you got it now, and I hope this was helpful. This is your girl Teresa Clay with Spex Savvy, just making it plain for you. We'd love to see you. Log on to spexsavvy.com, schedule a time to see me, give me a call, 317-853-0509. I'm your girl. I'm your homegirl in the optical industry. Talk to you later.